Why hard work is not enough, part one. So, if you are someone who's trying to achieve a goal that in any way, shape, or form involves other people, there are a handful of things that you need to understand about power, because not understanding power is going to potentially keep you in a cycle where you're working harder and harder and harder, but not making real progress towards the thing that you desire. It's kind of like having one foot on the gas, one foot on the brakes. And this is particularly true if you are someone with a track record of success who's now trying to achieve next level success, because what got you here won't get you there. You need a different playbook. And the reason I am inspired to do the series is because I was having a call yesterday and I kept saying kind of the same thing about, like, you cannot play an unfair game, like, if you're trying to be fair, like you're just going to lose. And so I want to talk about the unspoken rules that may be holding you back from achieving your next level. And if you don't know who I am, hello, I'm the Glow Up Guru. I am a triple certified master life coach. I'm also a licensed attorney. And in this series, I want to help you understand how to stop inadvertently undermining your success, particularly in your career, but also in your relationships. And so let's just get right into it. So, number one, if you are not being strategic about crafting the narrative surrounding you, surrounding your work product, surrounding, the conversations that are being had behind your back, that is one way that you are unknowingly, being one foot on the gas, one foot on the brakes. So how do you craft the narrative? One really important thing to do is, when you are speaking with people, think about what it is that you want them to be able to say about you. So, for example, if you want to be seen as someone who's well traveled, then rather than say, hey, I want to be seen as well traveled, you should weave in lessons or insights or things that happened to you while you were traveling, rather than just saying, oh, that's a pretty sunset, or oh, I like the color of that blouse. Saying, wow, you know what, that reminds me of thing that I saw while out of town in this exotic location. Instead of, oh, I like the color of those red nails, like, oh my gosh, those nails remind me of the red in the sky at sunset on my favorite beach in Bali. Okay. Take the principle, apply it however you want. If you want people to think of you a certain way, paint a picture in their head. Because by you talking about the experiences that you had while traveling, the picture you're painting in their head is, wow, this is a well-traveled person. So when they're speaking about you behind your back, they're going to say, wow, such a well-traveled person. The reason that people don't do this is they're often so focused on being liked that they're not thinking about the narrative that they are creating. And the stories that people tell about you behind your back, your brand, is what is going to either be like gas on the flames or be like, brakes for the things that you're trying to achieve, whether it's with people in your love life or whether it's in your business or career. So be strategic about crafting the narrative. Think about what you want people to say about you behind your back. And then as you are interacting and engaging with people, make sure that you are breadcrumbing examples in your conversation so that you're leaving them with a picture that is you being that. So if you're wanting a promotion, find out what characteristics are being, sought out in a person that would get that promotion, and then be really intentional about making sure that you are embodying those characteristics and helping other people see you as that. So one example is, if you're wanting a promotion that involves people management skills, then bring up examples of times where you successfully managed other people. And if there haven't been examples, then go out of your way to at least start reading books on people management so that you can bring up things in your reading on people management, so that you can be implanting the idea, like, this is someone who's interested in people management. Look at them. They're even reading about it in their free time. Craft the narrative in the way that you want it to be crafted so that you can be seen as the person who has what it takes to have the thing that you desire. Power is not freely given to people because they deserve it. It is taken. And this is one of the ways that you can take power. And kind of along with the crafting the narrative around you and your success is also making the mistake of thinking that office politics or corporate politics or company politics is beneath you. It is not. It is a byproduct of human nature. And if you look throughout human history, anywhere that there was power, there have always been kind of a halo of people surrounding the power, vying for proximity to the throne. Okay, and you can observe this throughout human history. It's easiest to see with royals, like in the court of the king or the queen, which is why we got the tiara. People vying for proximity to the throne are trying to overtake the royal. So read history, see what people have done in the past to try and get so close to the king and queen, because there's so many lessons that can be gleaned from what people did in the past to get power that can help you right now. But little tips for playing the power game is, first of all, ignore titles and pay attention to influence, because the most influential person is the most powerful person. That may be the one with the name CEO, and it may be the person who the CEO goes to make any decisions. Know the difference and make sure to align yourself as closely as possible with the most influential people that you have access to, even if that means going out of the line of direct reporting, because proximity to power is what gives you the ability to get more of what you want. Also think about, what are the priorities of the organization I belong to, and how can I align myself with the priorities? Because if you are a part of the organization achieving its goals, they will in turn see to it that you achieve your goals. And so, be really thoughtful. Don't just do menial tasks. Think about, what is the big picture? How do I insert myself into that in a way that it's undeniable that my role here is invaluable? And finally, think about the Pareto principle, which is also sometimes referred to as the 80-20 principle, which is that 80% of your results come from 20% of the things that you are doing. So think about, what are those 20% things, and how can I either delegate, outsource, or automate the things that are, part of the 80% that are not leading to the majority of my results? Because by taking things off your plate, you free yourself up to focus on becoming world class at the things that you actually do. And by becoming world class, by developing expertise, by having stronger relationships than other people, a better track record than other people for the things that you're doing, it will allow you to have a level of power that most people never will, which will speed up the process of you getting the thing that you desire, whether it's a relationship, a promotion, a new client, or being a leader in a specific field. And so if you are someone who wants to more intimately understand how to apply these things to your life, I would love to work with you inside of my Feminine Executive Coaching Program. I designed this program. It's 12 months long, specifically for high achieving women who are wanting to really focus on how to go from where they are, which is already really good, to their next level, which is great. And a lot of the things that I talk about in this program are things that I learned when I was a lawyer at Goldman Sachs, but they're also things that I've learned over the course of a lifetime as the daughter of a management consultant who's been consulting for some of the biggest companies like DuPont and Pepsi, Frito-Lay, and she's been doing this since the 80s. So I've, spent decades understanding what has and hasn't worked inside and outside of organizations. And now I've created a program specifically for women who want to level up professionally, but not sacrifice their womanhood at the same time, not compromise their femininity. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you get the details by going to the description box, and definitely get on my email list, because this is going to be released in March of 2025. And at the time of release, there's going to be a sequence of emails that are going out with tips about how to acquire power in a feminine way so that you can get more of what you want without compromising your femininity, your health, your womanhood in the process. So that is all for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.